Greetings to all Boston Celtics fans, basketball enthusiasts out there. Today we dive into some fascinating developments surrounding the upcoming 2025 NBA draft and how the Celtics might be making a bold and intriguing move. According to the latest mock drafts circulating among analysts, the Celtics are eyeing an international guard who could bring a fresh dynamic to the team's roster. This prospective pick, Ben Saraf, is an 18-year-old guard from Israel who has been turning heads overseas with his combination of size, skill, and basketball IQ. Standing at 6 feet 5 inches tall and weighing around 200 pounds, Saraf boasts the physical tools that many teams look for in a modern guard. But beyond his size, it's his craftiness on the court that really stands out. He plays with a keen understanding of the game, adept at reading defenses and finding open teammates in ways that make him more than just a scorer. He's already proven himself as a reliable playmaker and scorer in European leagues, showcasing a maturity that belies his young age. For the Celtics, who currently face uncertainty after the injury to their star forward Jason Tatum, selecting a player like Saraf could offer much-needed long-term flexibility and depth in the backcourt. The Celtics hold the 28th pick in the first round of the draft, a spot often overlooked but historically known for uncovering hidden gems. While many eyes focus on the lottery selections at the top, valuable contributors frequently emerge from these later picks, especially players who bring unique skills and international experience. Saraf's position in various mock drafts reflects this potential. He is generally ranked between 23rd and 25th overall, with some outlets placing him as the 7th best guard in the draft class. These rankings hint at a player with real upside, especially for a team willing to invest in his development. Currently, Saraf is playing professionally in Germany with a team Ratio Farm Ulm. This is significant because Ulm competes not only in the German domestic league, but also in the Eurocup, which pits them against strong competition from across Europe. This exposure to diverse playing styles and high-caliber opponents has helped Saraf develop a well-rounded game. Unlike many prospects who dominate only within their national leagues, Saraf has tested himself against a variety of European talents, gaining valuable experience that could translate well to the NBA level. In mid-April, while still wrapping up his season in Germany, Saraf declared for the NBA draft. This timing shows a young player confident in his readiness to take the next step, but also committed to finishing his responsibilities with his current team. He has publicly expressed excitement about the draft process, but made it clear that his immediate focus remains on closing out the season strong with Ulm. This mindset speaks to his professionalism and dedication, qualities that NBA teams highly value in prospects. Looking at his recent stats, Saraf has been logging substantial minutes in the Eurocup, averaging nearly 25 minutes per game. In those appearances, he's been productive, posting averages of nearly 13 points, close to 5 assists, and over 2 rebounds per game. His field goal shooting is solid, hitting around 42% from the floor. However, his three-point shooting is an area of concern, with just over 22% accuracy from beyond the arc. For a Celtics team known for emphasizing spacing and outside shooting, this might be a hurdle for Saraf to overcome. Still, at just 19 years old, there's plenty of room for growth in this aspect of his game. What makes Saraf particularly interesting is his blend of size and playmaking ability. At 6 feet 5, he offers a bigger frame than many traditional point guards, which can be an advantage both offensively and defensively. His vision on the court and ability to orchestrate the offense suggest he could fill a combo guard role, capable of handling the ball and creating opportunities for others while also contributing to scoring. This versatility fits well with the modern NBA's demand for multi-dimensional guards who can adapt to various roles and matchups. Given the Celtics' current roster and the absence of key players due to injuries, Saraf's development path might accelerate quicker than usual. Teams sometimes hesitate to give rookie minutes when their veteran lineup is intact, but with Jason Tatum sidelined, the door could open for younger players to prove themselves on the biggest stage. Saraf could see meaningful minutes sooner, allowing him to adjust to the NBA's speed and physicality while contributing in real game situations. Overall, This potential draft pick signals a strategic move by the Celtics to build for the future while addressing immediate needs. The international scouting focus reflects the team's willingness to look beyond the traditional college pipeline and invest in overseas talent that might be undervalued or less known in North America. It's a gamble, of course, but one with a high upside if Saraf continues to develop as expected. As the 2025 NBA draft approaches, all eyes will be on how the Celtics navigate their late first-round pick. Will they take a chance on this crafty Israeli guard who has impressed in European competitions, or will they pivot to another prospect? For now, Ben Saraf stands as a fascinating prospect whose combination of size, skill, and maturity could fit well with Boston's style and needs in the coming years. His journey from European courts to the NBA spotlight is just beginning, and Celtics fans should keep a close watch on this promising talent. Diving deeper into the context of the Boston Celtics' current situation helps us understand why a player like Ben Saraf might be such an appealing option for their upcoming draft choice. The Celtics have been one of the most consistent teams in the NBA over the past several years. But like every franchise, they face challenges, especially when key players face injuries. The absence of Jason Tatum, who has been the cornerstone of their offense and a perennial all-star, has left a significant gap in their lineup. This makes the need for a reliable, versatile guard even more pressing. Saraf's ability to operate both as a scorer and as a facilitator makes him a natural fit for a team looking to diversify its offensive options. What's particularly noteworthy is his basketball IQ, which has been highlighted repeatedly by scouts observing his play in Europe. He doesn't just rely on athleticism or raw talent. He makes smart decisions, reads defenses well, and has the patience to wait for the perfect moment to strike. This cerebral approach to the game often separates good players from great ones, and it's something that the Celtics coaching staff likely values immensely. When you consider the Celtics' playing style, which traditionally emphasizes ball movement, spacing, and team defense, Saraf's skill set aligns with their core philosophy. Even though his three-point shooting percentages are currently not impressive, this is an area that can improve with focused development and the kind of coaching resources available in Boston. The team has a track record of helping players refine their shooting mechanics and grow into more consistent perimeter threats, which means that Saraf's struggles from beyond the arc may not be a long-term issue. Looking at his performances. In the Eurocup and the German Bundesliga, Saraf has consistently shown that he can handle pressure and compete against high-level opposition. The Eurocup is known for its tactical rigor and physical style of play, which often serves as an excellent training ground for future NBA players. Unlike some prospects who come from leagues with less competitive balance, Saraf has had to adapt to different defensive schemes, styles of play, and even cultural approaches to basketball, which can only broaden his understanding of the game. One interesting aspect to consider is how Saraf's international experience could influence his adjustment period in the NBA. Players coming from European leagues often have a more nuanced understanding of spacing, timing, and team dynamics, because European basketball tends to emphasize these elements more than the often more individualistic style seen in the American college system. This might give Saraf an advantage in fitting into the Celtics system, which requires unselfish play and smart shot selection. Moreover, Saraf's physical attributes give him versatility on defense. His height and wingspan allow him to guard multiple positions, which is a valuable asset in today's NBA, where switches and positionless basketball are increasingly common. Defensively, the Celtics demand high effort and discipline, and a guard who can stay active, communicate, and disrupt opposing offenses fits perfectly within their game plan. Of course, with any young player entering the NBA, there are questions about consistency and maturity. At only 19 years old, Saraf is still very much in a developmental phase of his career. However, his professionalism and focus, as reported during interviews, and his decision to finish his season in Germany before fully committing to the draft, suggest a player who is grounded and ready to embrace the challenges ahead. This maturity can help smooth the sometimes difficult transition from international play to the fast-paced, physically demanding NBA environment. From a strategic perspective, the Celtics are likely considering not just the immediate impact, but also the long-term potential of their draft picks. While Saraf may not come in as a ready-made star, his combination of skill, size, and intelligence means he could develop into a key contributor over the next few seasons. Given the uncertainty around their current roster due to injuries and contract situations, investing in a player who could grow into a versatile combo guard offers valuable insurance and flexibility. It's also worth mentioning the Celtics' history with international players. Over the years, the franchise has integrated talents from around the world, recognizing that great basketball isn't confined to one continent. Players with diverse basketball backgrounds have often brought unique skills and perspectives that enrich the team's culture and style of play. Saraf could join that lineage, bringing not only his talent but also the international experience that can foster different approaches and solutions on the court. The timing of this potential draft choice is particularly interesting. The NBA is evolving rapidly, with teams placing increasing value on players who can do multiple things on the floor: handle the ball, shoot from distance, defend multiple positions, and run an offense. Saraf fits this mold in many ways. While his shooting needs work, his playmaking and size already check key boxes. If the Celtics can harness his potential and nurture his development, he might become a valuable piece in a team that aspires not only to contend now, but to build a sustainable championship contender for years to come. Another layer to consider is the Celtics' coaching philosophy under their current leadership. The staff has shown a willingness to integrate young talent and provide opportunities for growth, balancing veteran presence with fresh energy. For a player like Saraf, this environment can be ideal. The chance to learn from seasoned professionals while gradually earning playing time can accelerate his adjustment and help him reach his ceiling faster than in a situation where young players are left on the bench or rushed too quickly. Furthermore, the modern NBA places a premium on versatility and adaptability. Saraf's background in European basketball, where tactical flexibility is key, means he likely understands how to adapt his game based on opponent and situation. This ability to adjust on the fly is invaluable in playoff scenarios, where coaches often need players who can switch roles, guard different types of players, and execute varying offensive schemes. Taking all these factors into account, the Celtics' potential decision to draft Ben Saraf looks like a well-thought-out move that aligns with both their immediate needs and their long-term vision. While fans and analysts will naturally debate whether a young, relatively unproven international player is the right pick at the 28th spot, the upside here is significant. If Saraf can refine his shooting and continue to develop his playmaking, he could become an essential cog in a Celtics machine that prizes teamwork, intelligence, and toughness. As we approach the draft, the intrigue surrounding Saraf's name will likely grow. He represents a fascinating blend of youth, international experience, and raw talent, combined with the potential to grow within one of the NBA's most storied franchises. For Celtics fans eager to see their team build depth and versatility, this prospect embodies the kind of investment that could pay dividends down the road. In the end, the 2025 NBA draft offers the Celtics a chance to add a promising guard who has already demonstrated resilience, skill, and a high basketball IQ overseas. Ben Saraf may not be a household name yet, but his story is unfolding, and if the Celtics bet on him, it could mark the start of an exciting chapter for both the player and the franchise. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Rumors are swirling around the NBA this week as unconfirmed reports suggest that Boston Celtics head coach Joe MAZZULLA may have been dismissed from his position. While no official statement has been released by the franchise, multiple unnamed sources close to the organization have hinted that the decision has already been made, or is at least being seriously considered. If true, this move would come as a shock to many, especially considering the Celtics' competitive standing in recent seasons. MAZZULLA, who took over head coaching duties amid unexpected circumstances, managed to lead the team deep into playoff contention and help solidify Boston as one of the Eastern Conference's perennial powerhouses. Yet behind the scenes, some insiders claim there has been growing dissatisfaction with his strategic adjustments, in-game management, and perhaps even his ability to connect with key players in high-pressure moments. Speculation intensified after the Celtics' recent playoff exit, which many analysts believe fell short of the team's championship aspirations. Fans and pundits alike have noted that despite having one of the league's most talented rosters, Boston seemed to struggle with consistency and adaptability in critical games. Some whispers suggest that these shortcomings ultimately influenced the front office's alleged decision to part ways with MAZZULLA. Adding to the intrigue, there have been murmurs about potential replacements already being contacted discreetly. Names like Mike Budenholzer and Kenny Atkinson have been floated by league insiders as possible successors, though nothing has been confirmed. The Celtics management, known for its discretion and strategic long-term planning, has remained silent, further fueling the uncertainty and debate across social media and sports talk shows. For now, fans in Boston and across the NBA world are left to wonder, has Joe Mazzulla really been let go? Or is this just another case of off-season speculation running wild? Until the Celtics break their silence, the rumor mill will continue to churn, leaving everyone eagerly awaiting the next development in what could be one of the most surprising coaching moves of the year. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.